legend. Better call on your faction. Ready for the curtain call, lights, camera, action.
Is the number, Jen. We are here for the finals action. 2.5 days. We're nearly at the end of day 3. 2024 Life-Saving World Championships. It is going to be on. Everyone's running on fumes, but not you and I.
Oh, this is where I start getting a little bit sad that it's nearly over. We've done the sums. There are 14 races yet to swim here to close out the Interclub competition for the Opens at the Life-Saving World Championships. We do have a separate live stream running. If you're looking for the ocean events, they are in action, and some big finals at both Kurrawa Beach and the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre today. So we've had a massive morning of heats. 16 heats of the women's tow, 18 heats for the men, but we love that there are so many people still bringing their best, including some incredible swims this morning, those relays in particular, the 4x25, and we will close today with the mixed Lifesaver relay. So a bit of fatigue starting to set in, but we're loving the cooler conditions down here at the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre. Big finals, some big qualifiers in this first one, Harold, some ladies that we're very happy to see in the B mix.
B with a lot of A potential in there.
Oh, 100%. We saw an early leader here, Hinata Machi. She is going to be in lane 1 for this first race on the program, the women's 50 carry with fins.
Highlight of the morning, that was pretty solid.
That was pretty special. Her and Anna-Marie Vols were out very, very early, and then they had to endure a very nervous wait to see if they'd made the finals. You can see up on screen now, this is the program that we will run through this afternoon. Short, sharp racing with the Interclub events spread over 3 days. So we've had a little extra rest compared to what the national teams had just last week. So 50 carries, 4x25 manikin relay, the 100 tow, and we will close with the mixed 4x50 Lifesaver relay. So that will be a highlight. Looking forward to that one. But Harold, not too many races yet to go, and then we will close out this Interclub Championships for our open competitors.
When you put it in those words, Jen, it is kind of sad, but it's been amazing. We've seen records, we've seen new relationships built poolside. It's just meeting the best athletes in the world, doing it in the Interclub Challenge. We haven't had it for a long while.
It's been too long. 2018 was the last Interclub Championships. Yes, if you see yourself on screen, please make sure you give us a big wave. The officials, there is Craig and Dan. My gosh, they must be exhausted. They've had an incredible last few days, but it's still a little bit to go. We are not done yet. We are looking forward to these next big races. We can see Hinata Machi from Yugawara in Japan. Lane 1, Madison Kidd. Oh, her legs are getting tired. She's done so many races for New Zealand and now for Northcliffe. Anna Fiona Vols, she raced for Germany last week, now backing up for the club comp. Camille Julien, one of our French women, now racing for Currumbin. Pippa Nicol. My gosh, that A final for the Super Lifesaver, one of the races of the day. Kyra Bender and Molly Shivnan from Northcliffe in the mix as well, and we are ready for a start. And a big welcome, Leah Jones from TH&C, and the question, Harold, on everyone's lips, did Leah Jones warm up for this race?
No, she did not.
She's had enough.
She's in the full taper mode. But what I'm looking forward to is the Currumbin Cap in lane 4 and Pippa Nicol from Mount Maunganui in 5. 0.4 of a second out from an A final. So they're going to want to put up a time up there just to show everyone else at the back end of the A final that we are fast enough and we're away. So the 50-metre manikin carry, ladies are up driving hard. This is going to be a short, sharp effort of about 35 seconds or thereabouts, getting to about 5 metres before, but getting down nice and early. Camille Julien best so far, Jen.
Yeah, she's looking so, so good. She's done so many races. Up in lane 2 as well, Madison Kidd, known for her fast starts. But lane 1, Hinata Machi, the Japanese woman, have a look at her fly. She is doing an incredible job. This is the race that she was focusing on today. This is the one that she wants. Oh, we've got a challenge over here in lane 5, though. Pippa Nicol coming through from Mount Maunganui. Who's going to get there? And it is Pippa Nicol from Mount Maunganui, 35.30, 35.30. Great swim. Camille Julien comes through in second. Hinata Machi just fading at the finish, 35.70. And Anna Fiona Vols, the German, 35.84. What a way for these ladies, potentially for some of them, the last individual race that they will do here at this World Championships.
So these times are all a tiny bit faster than their qualifying times in the heats. But not Hinata Machi has knocked off a second and a half from her qualifying. So that was a solid effort there.
Do love that for her. What a swim, what a race. And we see the official results will pop up now. And there you go. Pippa Nicol from Mount Maunganui, 35.30. Just continues to get better and better. PBs yesterday, personal best times, we should say, for both the Super Lifesaver and the medley. Fantastic racing, but the big one up next, the A final. These are the fastest ladies in the world. Mugli Rousseau, the queen of the Super Lifesaver, won the medley as well in lane 1. Lucrezia Fabretti, teammate from Rane Rossi, in the mix. Undine Lauvaud from Halle Salchrist, Anna Pirovano, Rane Rossi, Lena Opperman, also from Halle Salchrist, 2 of our Germans in the field here. Martina Laurenti, the 4th and final Rane Rossi competitor. Watch out for the red caps there. Mariah Jones, the Australian team captain. She was 4th last week at the national teams comp. And Chelsea Jones, her Australian teammate from the Currumbin Vikings, in lane 8. And you can see on screen right now, there is your fastest qualifier, Anna Pirovano. Now, she is incredible. She was flying in those prelim rounds, Harold, but we are expecting an incredible finish here. Not much separating these ladies in the qualifications.
Less than 1 second, so 0.9 of a second from the qualifiers from 1 through to 8. This is anybody's race. Who is going to turn it on? The bright lights are on. This is the biggest stage you will find in this event. One last effort for the ladies in the starters' hands.
And it's nearly a sense of relief that they will be done after this one. We were watching for the Italians, the Rane Rossi crew, so good. But closest to us, Chelsea Jones, a fantastic start for her. She needs to put some speed on early because these Italians can carry a mannequin up very, very evenly. Middle of the pool, though, Lena Opperman looking very, very good, the German in the white cap. But lane 1, Mugli Rousseau out very, very quickly with the butterfly cap, 4 or 5. Anna Pirovano, our fastest qualifier. Undine Lauvaud in the mix. Lena Opperman, I want to say it's Lena. I think she's going to get there. She needs the good touch on the wall. Who's going to get there? Oh, and Mariah Jones come through for a silver medal. Now, the big story there for Mariah Jones, just under the 34-second mark, but we have a world champion in Lena Opperman. What a swim, 33.74, your world champion. She was 3rd at the national championship. She goes better here. What a swim, 34.01. Fantastic work. She's done so many races. Mariah Jones comes through for a silver medal. We need to have a chat to her as well. And Mugli Rousseau adds to the medal tally. Her luggage going home is going to be ridiculous. She is going to have to buy the oversized, pay the extra fees, the amount of medals she has picked up at these championships. What a race.
Lena Opperman.
Coming through. Big win, big reward, big race.
Solid there from the ladies. So Lena
Hand
Opperman
goes up. Look at her.
line.
She's like, oh, I've done it. I can't believe that has just happened. I'm a world champion. Fantastic racing.
Go and have a chat with her, Jen. Lena Opperman taking that one out. What an unbelievable. So 33.74. Mariah Jones, 33.99. Then Mugli Rousseau with that 33.04. Anna Pirovano from Italy, 34.08.04 off a medal. Lucrezia Fabretti with that 34.54. That is some solid times there for the ladies. Undine Lauvaud, 34.6. Laurenti Martina, also from Italy, 34.80. Chelsea Jones was out fast, finishing with that 35.45. And she's matched her exact time for her qualifier, which is kind of odd there, but great work there for the ladies. Solid work. Lena Opperman, second fastest qualifier, coming through 0.8 faster than her qualifying time. Great work for the German from the Halle Salchrist club. one more gold medal. Unbelievable. She still holds the world junior record at 33.43. Jen, talk to us. Now. I'll talk to you now.
Mate, what a swim. And we're down on pool deck, the new world champion, Lena Opperman. I don't know how you are still going and going so fast. My gosh.
I don't know either. I didn't even realize that I won. So,
well, tell us what it was like. When you looked up at the scoreboard, you saw the big number 1 next to your name. What were you feeling?
I was just so overwhelmed because I really wanted that win. I did not win gold in a single event, so that was so important to me. And now I did it.
Big gold medal for you, Lena. You've done so many races. Go and celebrate. An incredible result. You're world champion, ladies and gentlemen. And we did want to have a chat to Mariah Jones. She's gone under the 34 mark. You've waited. You're best to last here.
Oh, my God. I think, like what Lena was just saying, it's been a very long competition for national teams and then also now. And I am stoked that I can pull out a time like that. And also, it's my first time on the medals.
And it's on the podium for the individuals. Your Australian captain, Mariah, I don't know how you're standing up. Big wave down the camera for TH&C. They're so proud of you, as are we. Go and celebrate. What a race.
Oh, thank you so much.
Legendary, Jen. Thanks for that. B final just finalised then, 29.46 for Harrison Hines. Jacob Lofton with a 29.87. And then we had Jonas von Vern from Riddick Runderbreck with that 30.04. So two of the gentlemen under 30 seconds. So tight. CJ Brennan with a 30.07, 0.03 out of the podium. But just to get to that podium is absolutely huge. Even Mariah just said that then, Jen. To get to that level, unbelievable.
To be on the podium for an individual event, the girls, they were relieved, they were excited. The fact that they are still reaching these heights and they can bring that energy, it's just so exciting. Something wonderful to be a part of. And Harold, we were thinking, what's this afternoon going to bring? What's the energy going to be like? They've already showed us. Lena Opperman coming through. What a win for her. Mariah Jones in the mix, and for CJ, a great swim there as well. But this is the big one. This is the fast one. Your new world record holder is in lane 4. Fergus Eadie broke a long-standing record held by Danny Vick. That 27.27 that we thought would never fall, it fell to Fergus Eadie.
Start list. This is going to be amazing. Jake Smith from Australia, Trigger Island in 1. Giovanni Mastroili from Rane Russo. Next to his teammate, Francesco Ippolito in 3. Fergus Eadie in 4. Fastest qualifier, Simone Locci from Rane Russo. With the 5, Gus Shivnan. He's been fast all day.
Silent assassin there. He's always in the mix.
Raul Marek Rosa from Club Deportivo Natación Aldaya in 7. And then one of the swims of the morning.
So good.
Javier Bolsavigo went out early and was rewarded with an A berth today.
And again, thinking of just how little separated these men in the qualifications round, it was tough to make this one. We were so excited to see Javier. Originally, remember, his touchpad didn't register a time, so it was a nervous wait for him, one, to see what time he had, and I think he was one of the first under that 30-second mark, so he would love to repeat that performance right now. He's in lane 8, but it is all about the Australians, the New Zealanders, and the Italians. Can anyone stop the charge of Rane Rossi? And I tell you what, Fergus Eadie, world champion last week, new world record holder. What does he have left in the tank now?
27.16.
I love the pressure that you put on these athletes, Harold, and they always respond. We are ready for a start. They are away. Explosive across the blocks, up fast. Fergus Eadie looking good, looking strong. He's going to be the first to head down. There we go. The Italians are through as well. Harold, it's all about the pickup, the explosion off the bottom. We are away.
We are away. Lane 4, Eadie leading us out at the moment. Top of the line there, Jake Smith from Trigger Island, but it's going to be Fergus Eadie. Can he hold on? Tired legs, 4 days of hard work in the pool, watching the clock. That's going to be a low 27.
Oh, Fergus Eadie in the 27 club again, 27.86. Jake Smith is back on the podium, 28.32, the Aussie captain. What a swim. Simone Locci from Italy in third, 28.72, but Fergus Eadie proves why he is one of the absolute superstars of lifesaving. A 27 on the board, Harold, at this late stage. What a swim, 27.86. That would have won last Worlds. And it's won this Worlds as well. Congratulations, Fergus Eadie. Yes, give us a flex. That is what the people want. My gosh, we've seen some incredible claims across this event as well. And there it is, the official results, 27.8 for Fergus Eadie from Northcliffe in Australia. Jake Smith from Trigg Island, 28.32. And Simone Locci, 28.72. Oh, how good's that? Raul, one of our Spaniards, in 4th. Javier in 8th. But all men very well under that 30-second mark, 29.52, 8th. So there you go. Not a lot in it. 27.86 for Fergus. I can't believe he's pulled out another 27. What a swim. What a performance. As he exits the pool, Harold will find him, and there we see he and Jake Smith, such superstars of this sport. And as they get better and better, they are pushing each other to new heights. It's wonderful to see the fact that they are still racing, and we can see the Gold Coast sun starting to affect everyone. Fergus Eadie got quite the goggle tan there on the sides, but what a swim as we see Fergus Eadie on the side of the Steve Kent on the side of the pool, the campaign lead of the New Zealand Blackfins, and another superstar from our sport. Harold's tracked him down. You cannot escape Harold once he's on pool deck. Fergus Eadie, though, is your new world champion. He does the double, the international, the interclub. Too good, too strong. He takes another world championship. You can see the crowd starting to build. Northcliffe bringing the team bus down. Here we go, Harold down on pool deck. Oh, and don't know what happened there. I'm sure it's a wonderful, wonderful conversation that Harold is having down with Fergus Eadie, the new world champion. We will get Harold to relay that to us when he is back in the booth here. But fantastic racing. That is what we wanted to see. The final results there. 27.86 for Fergus Eadie. Jake Smith second, 28.32. Simone Locci, 28.72. Fantastic swims. This is the racing that we want. The 50 carries are done already. And that means up next we have the 4x25 manikin relay. The women first, the men will be second. And we had fantastic scenes last week at the National Teams Championship. The Germans set a new world record in this event, beating the previous mark held by France. It was 1:16.89. The Germans came through in 14.72. But great racing last week. It's going to be better now. Harold, Fergus Eadie, what did he say?
It was all about the batteries being dead on the microphone, but also the legs. He said, we talked about...
What a metaphor.
9 days of competition. And I was like, where did you find the reserves? And he's like, no idea. In the warm-up, because every single push-off, he was cramping up.
Oh, no.
I said, so what have you got left? 2 relays, and then the individuals. All right. Good luck with that, young sir.
Tell you what, Fergus Eadie. But, nothing hurts worse than this second week of Worlds. We knew that heading into this race, but to actually experience it is something else. But as he said, not a lot of rest, not a lot of break for Fergus Eadie. We'll do whatever we can for him in the warm-down area right now, because we are getting ready for the 4x25 manikin relay. The women up first. It is the B final, and we will lead with the team from Kusel in Germany. They will be lane 1 in a pink cap at the top of your screen. Half Moon Bay, wonderful to see them in the mix here, getting some fantastic points for the crew. Norderstedt from Germany will be in 3. Sunshine Coast Grammar in 4. Clifton Beach from South Africa in 5. Dordek Reddings Brigade in 6. Raider Weidenbroek from Germany in 7. And Ekdakterbroek from Germany in lane number 8. So lots of teams, lots of countries represented here as well. The Germans, the Australians, South Africa and the Netherlands. What's happening, Harold? Not a lot of break. We are flying. I feel like the heats take such a long time because of the sheer volume of competitors that are racing here at the World Championships. By the time we now get to the finals, it feels like we've done 4 races already done, and these 4x25 carries will be very quick as well. And a big hello to everyone in the marshalling area. So good to see you.
So that's our team from Ekdakterbroek. They're in there. They'll be fired up, ready to go. Lane number 8, big thumbs up next to them with the black cup. fellow compatriots from Germany.
Raider Vadenbroek.
You are so good at that. Do you know what's actually heating up outside? The heat. The sun has actually got strong bites, but you would have noticed that when you're out there. It is warming up. It is perfect racing conditions out there. A tiny bit of a ripple across there, but it's still calm enough. It's nice. It's fast. But 9 days of action for a majority of these athletes.
So much. And every time I see those flags waving in the breeze, I am so thankful that we had the line throw on the first day of competition here for the Interclub Opens. It was pretty rough, but the boys from Seacliff got it done. We had incredible scenes. It was the Dutch team, Nordic Reddies Brigade, came through for the women. They were on the podium as well for the men. It was big scenes, big celebrations, but Norderstedt in the house here, so doing an incredible job. They will be in lane 3, the girls. Looking exciting, and we see Sunshine Coast Grammar on screen. We had a little chat to them over the lunch break as well, Harold.
Absolutely pumped to have an A final coming up.
Yep.
So they've been working so hard, and that's just reward for the work they're putting up there.
100%. Wonderful to have the team from Sunshine Coast Grammar, Clifton Beach. If you want to smile, if you want to hang around with some good people, just follow the yellow caps, follow Clifton Beach. They are having such an incredible time. Cannot wait to see what they put together on the ocean as well. I think they're going to rack up some great points down there.
Speaking of caps, we cannot state this enough. Jen Parry
really
wants
want
some pink caps. So if anyone is out there watching in the world of life-saving, look at that. It's all about teamwork. High fives. Look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it?
That is what we're here for. The team ready to go. Kusel in lane 1, Eknakabrook in lane 8. And we can see just the final briefings now with our officials at the halfway mark. This is a 4x25 metre race, so we will have the starters. They will be in the water. They'll grab those mannequins that you can see on the bottom of the pool, carry those 25 metres to the halfway mark, change over the mannequin. You are allowed to push off the bottom, but you just can't lose contact with the mannequin from there. The tough changeover, though, it is the 2 to 3 at the 50 metre mark. And I tell you what, Sunshine Coast Grammar, having a great time.
Yep.
Such a great time. Wonderful club, great culture to be a part of.
Now, our referees are in position at the moment. This is such a technical changeover. They'll be watching them like a hawk because this needs to be clean. It needs to be confirmed touches the whole way through in this race of the mannequin. The big 40-kilo bopper submerged at the moment. One arm on the blocks, both feet on the wall, ready to bound off with all the power. Starters' hands.
And we go, Clifton Beach, big arm up in lane 7 as well, Raider Vadenbroek. They've been practicing their starts. And when we come to that changeover at the halfway mark, Harold, we may be able to see that there is a changeover zone. There will be witches' hats on the side of the pool just to indicate when that changeover can start and when you need to move. And speaking of moving, have a look at this lane 4. That is the Sunshine Coast Grammar team. Great work for them. And you can see the athletes who are not involved in that changeover, arms up, showing very, very clearly, I'm not in the way, I'm not doing anything wrong. But lane 2 swimming very, very strongly as well. We do love Half Moon Bay. I should have guessed that they would be up there, but have a look at Clifton in lane 5. Now they are making the move. 1, 2, 3. I want to say Norderstedt is in the mix here as well. This changeover so crucial.
Yeah, Norderstedt changing in 1 there. Look at the top of the pool there. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Nothing in it at the moment. 2 swimmers left. And again, it is the full strength of the club. So lanes 2, 3, 4 and 5. But what we saw earlier, the middle of the pack, the strongest, fastest qualifiers for this B final, and the South Africans coming to the fore.
I love that changeover from South Africa as well. You could see their 4th and final swimmer really got her kick going before that final changeover started. So by the time she took the mannequin in her hand, she was already moving at speed. Fantastic skills. Clifton Beach, always strong, so consistent in what they do, and they will come through now and convincingly claim this B final in the 4x25. 1:31.69. They are well clear, and that is the Sunshine Coast Grammar team. Congratulations to them. 1:34.6, and third will be Half Moon Bay from lane number 2. Harold, we love it when we see lanes 1, 2, 7, 8. Any of these outside bookends, when they swim more quickly than their heat time would suggest, we love to see them coming through and grabbing the points as well. Love hearts. I tell you what, Clifton, they're a party. This is who I want to hang out with at the World Champs.
So 1:37.46 was what they did in the heat number 1 in the qualifiers. And it's all the energy in there.
Do love Clifton, do love Sunshine Coast Grammar. And
Do you know what they were doing there?
Tell me.
They were throwing up a half love heart so the people at home can match the half love heart on the screen and then take a photo of it.
Do love that very, very much. You and I might get the camera out in a moment. Do our own little commentator love hearts up here with Clifton and Sunshine. And this is where they really put the work in. Fantastic swim there. You're looking at the times, Harold. Tell me your stories.
So 1:31, they've just punched out 6 seconds faster.
6 seconds. Who knew?
Just do that in the first race, guys. That's unbelievable.
I'm sure they were trying very, very hard.
They were.
But fantastic finish, and to do that for the team as well. Hello, Clifton. Wonderful to have you here. Thanks for swimming so quickly as well, so we can show your incredible results on screen. And here it is. It's official. Clifton 131.69. Sunshine Coast Grammar 134. Half Moon Bay, what a swim for them. Tight for 4th and 5th. Noorderstedt and Dordrecht Reddingsbrigade from the Netherlands. Big swims. B final, though, is done now. We can see the scene is set for the big A final. And the question here, Harold...
There's no question.
Question. We have had some incredible swims, but Rane Rossi, the strongest overall. The depth that they have in both their men's and their women's teams. Cannot wait to watch their mixed lifesaver relay to close out today. An incredible swim. But yes, that is legitimate. The Germans did break that world record, 1:14.72. And they were a solid 3 seconds clear of the rest of the field. It was one of the best finishes that we've seen. But there you can see Langenberg. They will be in lane number 8. They were the final qualifier for this A crew. We'll have Maroochydore top of screen, Nina Oldenstadt, Northcliffe, Rane Rossi, Halle Salkris. If anyone's going to challenge Rane Rossi, I think it's going to be Halle Salkris. They'll have the white caps on there. They're incredible in their teams. Karama Beach Vikings, they'll be in the white caps. Tweedheads and Coolangatta, Langenberg in the mix. Tweedheads, of course, we will have the Jones sisters in there. Leah was in the B final, Mariah in the A. Combining now, let's see what they can put together as the girls take to pool deck as we introduce. There she is, Summer Short. She'll be in there for Maroochydore. The girls heading out onto pool deck. Lisa Ferguson, our Masters world record holder, in the house as well. Looking sharp in that suit. There's Anna Fiona Vols, our best friend. So good in the heats. Love to see her in some B finals and now A finals with her teammates.
Now, you said Halle Salkris might be able to challenge. That's where the challenge is going to be to Rane Russo. It is not going to be a challenge. 6 seconds is ridiculous. They're going to be closer to challenging the world record mark than anyone chasing them for that gold medal. So I'm calling it now. They're going to take this one out comfortably. Halle Salkris is going to be elite in that second place, and the race is going to be for the bronze medal. That could be anyone's. Northcliffe, Currumbin, Noorderstedt, they're all going to be thereabouts, but this is going to be something special, something amazing here, ladies and gentlemen.
Fantastic racing. Oh, we know it's getting serious because Harold is now up on his feet. He's got his talking stick as well. The secondary microphone has been deployed in case of emergencies. But here we see Halle Salkris on screen. All of the ladies now able to take to the water. All of our competitors do start in the water for the 4x25. We can see, oh gosh, we've nearly had a collision there for TH&C as they make their way through. Girls, it's an A final at Worlds. Focus up. Here we go. Lane 4, the Red Caps, Rane Rossi, the fastest qualifiers by a significant amount.
1:14.72 is the world mark. Are we going to see something we haven't never, ever seen before? Away nice and clean through the middle. And then lane 5 getting it nice and early there.
Halle Salkris, you would expect. Lane 8, Langenberg looking very, very good as well, swimming very strongly. But as we saw, fantastic. It's the skills. The skills and the changeovers are what we're looking for. And you can see some of the ladies down on the bottom getting ready to come through, getting that extra explosion off the bottom. But have a look at this. Rane Rossi go to work now in lane 4, the top of the 2 yellow lane ropes on your screen. They are absolutely flying. Everyone else is doing their best, trying to stay with them. But, oof, this is going to be a tough one.
So this is where we're going to see the move for second place. Linda Hoffman's going to hop in the water very, very shortly. They're going to move themselves into second, but without too much hassle there. But the lead swimmer there for Rane Russo needs to get that out there if they want to challenge that world mark. Comfortable first place at the moment. This needs to be bang on.
This needs to be fantastic. And these girls, you can see the butterfly kick moving through already. Halle Salcris definitely clear in second position. The Currumbin Beach Vikings and Northcliffe, it's going to be a race on for third position. And we see Rene Rosset entering the screen now. They are nearly underneath the flags. A fantastic finish. They want this record. They love to go close. They will. It is going to be a 1:16.07, 1:16. And we see Undine Lauvaud come through 1:19.3. It's going to be tough on the touch, and it is the Currumbin Vikings that come through 1:24.25. They will be on the podium. Northcliffe, fourth position, the chocolate medal for them, 1:24.7. But for Rene Rossi, what a swim, what a finish, what a time, 1:16.07. I think they're happy with that result. I think they're relieved that they have one more race over as well, Harold. Fantastic finish.
Fantastic finish. Supreme elite swimming across all four swimmers there. And even just off the wall early, you just see the drive there from Rene Russo after that really strong start from Halle Salcris. But again, you've got to have four of the best, and that's exactly what Rene Russo have got.
They have absolutely assembled the dream team. Wonderful to see. And of course, no, Harold, I think you need to do this interview. I feel bad that we didn't get to watch you when you went out with Fergus Eadie after that 50 carry, but we have made the necessary adjustments. You're ready to go. 1:16.07, the time for Rene Rossi. Fantastic swim. You would not expect anything but, especially when you see the quality of those changeovers and the big touch on the wall. Congratulations to those ladies claiming another gold medal. Magali Rosso, Anna Pirovano, Lucrezia Fabretti, Martina Laurenti from Halle Salcris. We have Lena Opperman, Undine Lauvaud, Johanna Salna and Gina Zech. Congratulations. And the Currumbin Vikings just edging out the team of Northcliffe, Camille Julian, Chelsea Jones. Nat Pete is back. Nat Pete is not only back at Worlds, she's getting medals at Worlds. And Rose Bentley, what a team they have assembled. Fantastic work across the board. Northcliffe were in 4, Nita Onwar start in 5, Maroochydore, the Black Swans in 6, Tweedheads and Coolangatta in 7, and Langenberg, fantastic finish for them. Wonderful to see them in the A final, picking up those A final points. So while we are watching individual and team racing across the day, and as we have seen for the past 3 days of competition, there is an overall point score running. So we will be presenting an overall point score champion for the pool events this afternoon, and in a further 3 days down at Kurrawa Beach, we will crown the Interclub champions for 2024. But a fantastic race. Rene Rossi, 1:16. Makes me realise just how strong Germany was to break that new world record marker, 1:14.72. That will stand through this World Championships. And a huge congratulations to that incredible German team, led by Nina Holt, the world record holder individually, the 50 and the medley. Here we go, the big waves. I can see the boys getting ready. But for now, before we do, Harold down on pool deck.
That was fast, so close to the world record mark. Why are you so special?
Special. We are the crazy team. So beautiful girl, so strong girl, and we are very happy. I think this gold medal.
Did you want to say hello to your family and friends at home?
Ciao, grazie per averci seguito.
There we have it, world champions, ladies and gentlemen, 1:16.07. Unbelievable times. Congratulations.
Oh, fantastic work. Thank you, Harold. And perfect timing as well as we get ready now for the B final for the 4x25 for the men. Maroochydore, Mairangi Bay, Raider Badenbroek, Sunshine Coast Grammar, Halle Salcris, Luckenwald and Langenberg. What a start. Lane 7 looking good. Luckenwald, they were on the podium yesterday for the 4x50 medley. They would love to get some more points up here as Harold returns from the outdoors to the indoors. And what a start here. We are seeing Badenbroek from Switzerland in lane 7. Now, they were one of the teams that got in touch over the lunch break, and they said, if you want to see something special, tell you what, heats were good, finals are better. Their skills are second to none. But in lane 3, Raider Badenbroek coming through. This is going to be tight on the turn. Have a look at these skills. 3, Raider Badenbroek. 4, Badenbroek from Switzerland. They are absolutely flying, powering home now, Harold. This is fantastic racing. What else would you expect at the World Championships?
elite skills and coming up deep off the deck. We love seeing that, getting the rate going, pushing off, want to be at that maximum propulsion moving forward. But we've got some movement, Jen, in lane 6.
Yeah, Hallie Salcris, they've seen though their women come through and claim a silver medal. They want the same. They're in the B final, but this could be fantastic points. Lane 3, I think, will get there. An awkward touch on the wall, but it doesn't matter. Raider Vadenbroek, lane 3, they will take the win here in the B final. In lane 6, that was Hallie Salcris. Fantastic
solid finish
for them. My gosh, 1:11.02. And in lane 4 from Vadenbroek, the Swiss team there, fantastic skills, fantastic speed. Great points as well, 3rd overall. In this B final, 1:11.90. Fantastic swimming. That is what we want to see. And the Sunshine Coast Grammar team, always a party, 1:12.54 in the B final for the 4x25. But how good were these changes? This is what we wanted to see.
And just the long reach and pushing off there. That is exactly how this sport is progressing through the time. You would have never seen that 10 years ago, Jen.
Oh gosh, no, not at all. But I think this is always interesting whenever we announce where we will be racing a World Championships or a major event. The first thing you do is look up the pool. Where are we going? How deep is it? How can I replicate that in my local training environment so that I can practice these skills so I can have a finish on the wall like this? Fantastic skills, fantastic racing. It's about to get better. That was the B final. The A is up next, but before we announce those teams, congratulations again. There we see the official times. It has been confirmed. The results are in 1:10.55 from Raider Vadenbroek. Hallie Salcris come through 1:11. Vadenbroek from Switzerland, 1:11.90. Shout out to all of those teams. Fantastic work, fantastic swims. And Harold, you're already comparing the heats to the finals. Again, the times just continue to drop.
Yeah, like 2 and 3 seconds faster. That's crazy. But that's what you want to see in the A final, right?
Love it.
And the B finals, you're in there, you're in with any sort of fight, trying to get either a national record or better what you did before. And then also for team selections moving forward as well, because we can see all the splits for what they're doing. You know, you're trying to protect your position and do the best you can for your club, and it's amazing results. Good to see fast swimming, and we're nearly at the end.
Don't say that just yet, Harold. I'll get sad. But for now, we have the 4x25 mannequin relay, the A final. This is going to be tight. From the Netherlands, Dordrecht Reddings Brigade is in 1. Northcliffe is in 2. Next door to a fellow Gold Coast club there, Currumbin, are in 3. From Spain, this was fantastic. A really, really strong heat swim from Club Deportivo Natación El Daya. Lane 4, the fastest qualifiers. From Italy, we have Rane Rossi in 5. Trick Island will be in lane 6. White caps for them. From Gudeslow, fantastic to have them in this mix. And from France in lane 8, the final qualifiers to this event, Biarritz Sauvetage Cotier. But there we see the Currumbin Vikings making their way out onto pool deck, just quietly getting the points, getting it done in the individual, getting it done here in the team. Those bright red caps, we have seen those in the mix. But this is it. All eyes on the Spanish club. This could be something special. The blue caps in lane 4, Club Deportivo Natación El Daya. Would love to see something special there as Steve Kent. They wheel him out onto pool deck. They make him do another 25. I'm pretty sure he's got a solid 25 in him. Also, the last race for him for the day. They will not have a mixed lifesaver relay team, the club from Trigg. So Steve Kent, he's got 25 in him. He's got 25 fast. But all eyes on that cap in the middle of the pool as they make their way through. From Spain, Club Deportivo Natación. That is the one that we want to watch.
So they were a 1:07.73, 6/100ths of a second slower was Rano Rossi, and the Vikings just tucked in behind that. This could be any one of 5 people's races through the middle of the pool, but it's going to come down to the technical aspects of this, Jen, because pushing off the deck, getting that maximum propulsion moving forward is going to be the difference between you getting first or a 6th place here in this A final for the 4x25 mannequin relay.
Oh, we do love this. The German team again set a new world record at the national teams competition. That was I'm off the page. The Italians set the record at the last one, but have a look at this in lane 5. A strong start as expected from Rane Rossi. This is what we want. We are ready to go. Can Spain hold on? It's all about these changeovers. Where are we at and who is in the lead? Harold.
Lane 3 at the moment leading us out. That's going to be really tight. So the top end, but here it comes through in lane 5. Rane Rossi holding on to that second spot at the moment.
Ippolito in the mix now. Quick changeovers. Oh my gosh, this is anyone's race. Lane 4, the Spaniards are back. Over here as well in lane 8, that's our other Spanish team in the mix. This is what we wanted to see. This is where we are. It is all happening now. My gosh, Biarritz, Savatage, Gautier. Lane 5 is looking good. Does lane 4 have the legs? Can the Spaniards come home? Can the Blue Caps? That is Spain. Rene Rossi pushing hard. Northcliffe as well on top of screen. They could get there. Spain, Italy, Spain, Italy. Who wants it? Who's going to get the best touch on the wall? Oh, who is there? Who is it?
106.31, lane
Spain.
4.
Spain gets the win. Spain gets the win. How good is that? Oh my gosh, they were the fastest qualifiers in a time of 107.73. Spain comes through now a time of 106.31. Just behind. Look at that, 0.12 the difference from Rene Rossi. What a swim, what a finish. And in third, we have the team from Northcliffe. They did a 110 in the heat to 106.9 in the final. What a race, what a finish. Harold, that was a dramatic one. The lead kept on changing. That's what we want to see.
And it was changing at a rapid rate. It was hard for us to keep up. But the fastest qualifiers there, Club Deportivo Natación Aldaya of Carlos Herreras, Carlos Tejera, Eduardo Alvarez, and Raul Rosa, coming through 0.11 faster than the team from Rhino Russo. They're going to be the world champions for the Interclub, and Northcliffe getting onto the podium with Louis Clark, Bailey Armstrong, Chris Dawson, Fergus Edie. Solid finish there for the boys. And then the Rhino Rosso team of Simone Loce, Matteo Belloli, Francesco Ippolito, and Giovanni Mastorilli. That is the silver medalist, but Club Deportivo taking out the gold medal in a 106.31. Elite level pace there. Going to be down with them poolside very, very shortly, but wow, what a finish there. That was one of the closest finishes we've seen here on the finals package for day 3 of the 2024 Life-Saving World Championships. Trig Island with that 4th place, 107.23. Currumbin in the 109.36. Biarritz Savatage in 6th. Goderslow, and then rounding out the final there, the team from Dordrecht, Reddings Brigade from the Netherlands. But we're taking nothing away from the Spanish. Vamos, Vamos, they got it done. Worked hard through the pack, taking home that gold medal. Solid, solid work. Now, the hardest thing of being a commentator, especially pool deck as well, is trying to wrangle for athletes so we can find out about the club, the individuals, what's gone into the hard work, what the life-saving movement is like over in Spain, and what makes this club so special. So it's amazing scenes down there. And I know that Jenny Parry will be with us very shortly, telling us the stories of the legends all the way from Club Deportivo. Jen.
And we are down on pool deck, your new world champions. So good in the heat, faster in the final. Congratulations. How does this feel?
Thank you so much. We feel incredible after all the work of the year to achieve it. So we are very happy. And os quiero mucho, familia. Saludos a toda España.
That is all we need, boys. Congratulations. Big wave down the camera. That was phenomenal. We'll take your photo now as well. Can't leave just yet. Good wave, boys.
Fantastic work there, Jen. Loving the shout-outs to La Familia from the family over in Spain. Club Deportivo Natación Aldaya. So, so good. And it seemed like there was an air of we've achieved what we thought we could do. They're jumping for joy. And they're jumping for number 1. But, Jen, it seems like there was an air of, we knew we could win it, we've done it, we're happy.
Oh, it was relief, it was satisfaction, and that really quiet satisfaction that comes from doing a job well done. They knew they were up against it as well. That superstar team from Rene Rossi pushed them the entire way. Northcliffe coming through for a podium finish as well. I passed Fergus Edie on pool deck and I was like, another podium. He was like, we got it done. That's all we needed to do. So excited there. But Spain, so pumped that we get a Spanish team top of the podium. That is going to look good, and I can't wait to see the jumping photo. That's going to be a keeper as they head home as well.
Most definitely. Celebrate it whilst you can. And we're moving through the finals package at a rapid rate. Jen, what's up next? The B final for the women's 100-metre manikin tow with fins. We've got Sharon Wolves there from Deirdre Reddings Brigade lining up in lane number 1. Rose Bentley from Currumbin Vikings. Everyone's favourite Anna Fiona Volt from Nida en Volstad. Pippa Nicol, Mount Maunganui. Big shout out to the Kiwi whānau over there. Kendra Dutoit, Clifton. She's been good. Very, very good. Some more Spanish. We've got Lara Lopez Fernandez from CNS Noja Playa Doradora. Julia Hennig from Bettingham Bissington. And rounding out our final in lane number 8, Gina Zek from Halle Sakaris.
Yeah, it really was great to see Gina Zek come through. 1:04.40 snuck into that B final, which we love to see. Pippa Nicol, she was unlucky to get into that A final. She's made so many of them already. This championship's 1:02 for her. So again, expecting the times to drop, expecting some good finishes here. Anything can happen. And Harold, it's when you get a little bit tired, when the fatigue sets in, that's when you start maybe not making the best decisions, or under pressure your skills start to falter. Whoever's going to keep their head around them, that's who's going to win.
But the energy from the crowd is going to help everyone lift, Jen. You would have felt it when you were out there.
I did. It was pretty special actually to jump out there and be a part of it all. Wonderful to see.
Are we going to see some sub 1 minute? So we talk about barriers
I reckon
breaking.
we could, 100%.
So Pippa Nicol 1:02.37 was the fastest qualifier. But again, this is the last individual finals we'll see for the ladies.
I know. We're getting to the end already. Wonderful to see. The B final will be up first for the ladies. Exciting times down here, but a real sense of anticipation building as well. I've got one more swim. I've got one more individual race. I get to be with my team for one more time. This is going to be a fantastic one. Pippa Nicol in the middle of the field. She just keeps dropping time as well. We spoke to her coach out there at lunchtime, and you know, super PB, medley PB. What could she pull out here? What has she got left? We do see her at the Aussie Pool Champs. She's been coming over for the last few years, so she knows this pool, she knows this location. She's very comfortable here. We would love to see her nudging that 1 minute mark here in the B final. And thinking back to last week, the B final was actually won by Mugli Rousseau at the national teams comp. She went 59.3 for that race. So I think Kendra Dutoit was part of that race as well. Wonderful to see Kendra. B final for the national team, B final for the Interclub. She's just picking up points everywhere she goes.
And that's important.
Oh, so valuable.
So now in the starters' hands at the moment, last little adjustments, ensuring that the actual rope is not fluttering around too much, because you don't want your arms to get caught in it. No snags, no nothing. Now up on the blocks, Jen. Last little bit of changes there. Lane 7, always check where the blocks are, ensuring that it's at your right mark, because nothing worse than trying to push off and you haven't checked that. Starter's hands.
Yes, and for those ladies who just balance the tube on their back, with this wind, it is an extra element of difficulty. For some of them, they will have it strapped in quite tightly. But here we go. A few of our athletes, lane 4 and lane 7 in particular, really choosing to stay underwater. That's Pippa Nicol from Mount Maunganui and Julia Hennig from Germany in lane 7. We'll see the girls head through now. Love seeing that underwater work. These underwater cameras have changed the game, but lane 7, there's the start. Julia Hennig, Gina Zetch as well. Sleeping on Gina there, and it's 7 and 8. They are the first away. Go, girls.
Oh, A final here. We're going to see a sub 1 minute here. That was amazing in lanes 6 and 7. Ladies pulled each other through, working so hard, in some of the best changeovers we have seen today.
Oh, I love that the girls are this strong at this point of the day. But Pippa Nicol from Mount Maunganui coming through in lane 4. Can she challenge the Germans in 7 and 8?
Oh, I think she's challenging everyone here. Watching the clock, she's at 53 seconds at the moment. 5 metres to go. What is she going to touch here? Can she break that barrier?
And
she's done it.
Oh, Pippa from Mount Maunganui comes through, the only sub 1 minute time of the day. She is toast. She's given that one everything. 59.21 for Pippa. The times continue to tumble for her, and what a B final we have been treated to. Incredible racing. So from lane 7, Julia Hennig comes through 1:01.04 for second. Anna Fiona Vols from Germany 1:01.79. That is a fantastic finish, but it is all about that lady underwater and these skills as well. Bettikheim Bissingen, they will be so proud of their teammates in this race. But middle of the screen, watch out for Pippa Nicol. Probably third away, just at the touch at the halfway mark, but she came home like a steam train. Love that for her.
Where can you find those reserves? On day 3 of competition, Pippa Nicol punching out of 59.21. Just going to remind you, her qualifying time was a 1:02.37. That's a 3-second PB.
That is incredible. That's what we want to see. And when we think about the pipeline in New Zealand, when we think about who is going to start nudging into those youth and open Blackfins teams, we know how strong their juniors are. Zoe Peterson set a new junior world record in the 100-metre rescue medley. Milana Tapper, too good. But then we see Pippa Nicol come through here. She's got the wobbly legs. She gave that everything. Now busting out sub 1 minute times for the 100 toe. That is a phenomenal performance.
So Julia Hennig there from Bittingham Bissingen, 1:03.80. That's a 2.8 second PB as well.
It,
it's amazing. Your best mate, 1:03.35.
Yep.
And Volz just did it, knocked another 2 seconds off. So everybody in this knocked a minimum of 1 second off their qualifying time. Finals time.
A finals, a finale. A very familiar face here in lane 1. Magali Rousseau will be the first to enter the arena here in lane 1 from France. Elisa Di Benelia from Italy, from Rane Rossi in the mix. This is a great race. Zoe Crawford, the current world champion for the national team's comp, she is in 3. Undine Lauvard, so good. We just saw her in the 50. We know that she's on fire. She got 3rd in the national team's comp. She knows what it's like to perform on this big stage. Madison Kidd, the current world record holder, is in lane 5. Melissa Giordano in 6. Marsha Giordano in 7. And Joanna Salner from Germany, from Halle Salkris in lane 8. You've got to think 3, 4 and 5. That's where this race will be decided. But Harold, we have been proved wrong so many times, and we love it when we have these surprises come through. Could anyone challenge the girls who have already been on the podium? It was 1 to Zoe, 2 for Madison, 3 for Undine at the national teams. Will it be the same 3? Will it be the same order, or will someone else come and crash the party? You're not sure. You've got your thinking face on.
Nah, Undine, I'm happy with... She's just been so strong, stout, out in the water, strong. She will execute. Noting Zoe Crawford, Madison Kidd, but I don't know, Jen.
You're perplexed.
I am perplexed because this racing has been absolutely amazing. This is their last individual effort where they actually get to do it for themselves.
Last individual race. How crazy is that? They still do have to head to the ocean. Some of them will have a huge program for the ocean and beach events, but Madison Kidd, so good. On screen right now as Harold moves the chair out of the way. He's on his feet. Madison Kidd, not only the world record holder in this event, so valuable for the Kiwis on the beach. 7th. Incredible points that she picked up in the beach flags.
Well, she was a beachy originally, right?
I know, but this is the world stage, Harold. She's competing against specialist beachies from the national team's competition as well. But incredible racing. You've got to think of these ladies. Lane 6, Melissa Giordano, she could ruin the party. The Italian club, Rane Rossi, they have assembled a team of absolute superstars. And there we see in lane 8, Johanna from Halle Salkris, the white cap there. They're ready to race. They have been everywhere. Lots of points for Halle Salkris across the men and the women. And if you haven't been joining us for these events in the past, if you're wondering what the girls are doing, just getting set up now, the swimming fins that we wear for these races, they are absolutely intense. They're very, very tight. They're very big, broad and heavy. They're actually moulded to the competitors' feet, so they often do need some soap or some shampoo just to get those fins on their feet. And there you go.
Also very expensive.
Also very expensive. Don't break them, ladies. Can't afford to replace them.
So when you travel with these, Jen, are they checked luggage? Or
Yes, you do not let them out of your sight. 100%
so,
you take them with you.
On the plane?
Yep. Or if you've got a big hard shell suitcase, wrap 3 towels around them and pop them inside. Follow me for more packing tips.
We still haven't discussed your first ever fin bag as well.
Well, we can hold that for a little later. Yeah, so Harold and I were at the entrance to the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre yesterday watching the athletes come in and out, and some of them have got some pretty impressive gear bags now to transport this valuable equipment, and we were reflecting on the first fins cases that we had. A shout out to Mrs. Parry, who got out the Genome and made a bag out of a pillowcase for us. So
in its previous life, it was a library bag in the starter's hands. Last individual final, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. 100-metre mannequin tow with fins. 8 of the best ladies in the world, and we're underway. And this is where the ladies stay so strong and deep, trying to get to the back end of the pool in the low 21 seconds. And wow, fire out through the middle. Is it Undine in lane 4?
Nah, it is Madison Kidd in lane 5. Maddie Kidd up very quickly. She grabs a breath or two, and have a look at that. The 2 Kiwis in the mix, as we expected. Zoe Crawford, top of your screen. Madison Kidd in 5, but it is going to come. Oh, Maddie Kidd is away. Zoe Crawford is away. Undine Lauvard has some work to do if she wants another world title. It looks to be Maddie Kidd, top of the screen, the current world record holder in this event, being pushed all the way by Zoe Crawford, her teammate, the New Zealand Blackfins, now Northcliffe crew. Undine, she might be out of this. She needs to work if she wants to even be on the podium.
Long and heavy, lane 3. Crawford, Kidd in 5. Heavy, last little drive of the legs, watching the clock. What can she do? 6 metres to go, 6 strokes, touching on the wall in a
51. That is incredible. 55.51 at this point in the competition. Zoe Crawford, she was the world champion at the national teams event. She is the world champion, undisputed now. What a fantastic swim. What a race. Zoe Crawford in 1, Madison Kidd in 2, Undine Lauvard 3rd in 57.1, and Magali Rousseau, so valuable, gets more points for the team. She's 4th in 58.48. What a swim, but it is all Zoe Crawford from Northcliffe, her teammate Madison Kidd in 2. What a swim, strong on the start, great skills, massive finish.
5 sub 1 minutes, and I just want to go through Pippa Nicol. Her time was good enough for 5th place.
So good.
Crazy.
So good. So good. We love her. She's incredible. But she's got an incredible group of women to look up to in this event as well. Zoe Crawford and now Maddie Kidd, 1 and 2. Zoe Crawford, so strong, just incredible on that second lap. Wonderful to see her rewarded here with a double world championship. How good is she? Zoe Crawford, 55.51. Madison Kidd, 56.47. Undine Lauvard again on the podium. We saw her in action earlier today. Gold in the 50 carry, bronze now. Another individual medal for her, 57.12. And then it was Magali Rousseau, Melissa Giordano, Marcia Giordano, 4, 5 and 6 for the Italians, Rene Rossi. We've got Johannes Seilner from Germany. Hallie Salcris come through a time of 1:0038. And Elisa Di Belonia, 1:02.75. Great swimming across the board for the girls. And that means that we are done for the individual races for the ladies. What an incredible show they have put on for us here. The men are up next for that 100 tow. More gold medals on offer, more world championships up for grabs. This is what we want to see. They are just phenomenal. So many races they have swum, and they just keep on performing. 55.51, not far off the world record in that event, held of course by Madison Kidd. 55.03. She bettered that mark at the National Teams Championship just last week at the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre here. But it is Northcliffe 1 and 2 as they come through. New Zealand, or Australia, Germany for the team here. Fantastic racing, but for now, Harold is on pool deck.
Zoe Crawford, 1 last week, 1 again today. You said that hurt a heap. What's left?
Nothing much left in me, mate. Got a few more, maybe a true rescue on the beach, but honestly, it's going to be a big cheerleader for the cliff for another 3 days.
Yeah, spoke to Fergus earlier, 9 days of competition. It's an insane level that you guys have got to sustain that top level. Talk through us the training over in New Zealand and what's gone into getting you to be world champion again.
God, well, I honestly couldn't do it without Michael, our coach back at home from Coast, and training with Mads and Fergus, insane, like world-class training with our squad back at home. Shout out Coast crew, but yeah, nothing can really prepare the body for what it's been through for the past 9 days.
Any shout-outs to anyone else back at home? Mana Wave?
To my mum, family up there, I love you, and everyone at home. Yeah, thanks, man.
Chee-hoo as well?
No.
I'll give it for you. Chee-hoo! World champion again. Zoe getting it done.
Oh, what an absolute superstar. And Zoe generally plays her cards pretty close to her chest. She's so cool, calm and collected. And to see a little bit of emotion just coming into the conversation there. Great work, Harold. And you just can see what it means to have the double world championship secured. So much hard work she's put into it. And we love her mum as well. Hi, Mrs. Crawford. Good to see you.
Speaking of love, one of your favourites now in the water, Paul Bourne.
Paul Bourne. Love that man. Because he was out by himself, and we are now in the B final. He is in lane number 6. We'll grab them on the touch. Who is going to be first on the wall? They come through. Oh, have a look at that. Lane 3. The Spaniard, the Frenchman in the mix here, but they are away. This is a fast one. Lane 3, well ahead of the rest of the field. No dramas that we did see earlier today. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That was
Arnold
on me.
Cordoba. Jen, what are you doing? So it's now to lane 2.
No.
Holding on, another one gone. What is happening here? But it's lane 2. Francesco Ippolito leading this one out. Lane 4 coming back through. Paul Walters holding on. But who's it going to be? 1 or 2 on the line. Lanes 2 or 4 touching through Francesco Ippolito with
the
52.
That's not him. That's not Francesco.
Where are we?
That's France. That's Beres Sauvetage Cotier in the mix now. The men's 100 toe with fins. So much happening. What an incredible amount of drama. We will update that now. I think the B final, it's going to be Yannis Muller, 52.41. Well, Yannis Muller is definitely in 1. Julian Rober is in 2. Paul Waller's in 3. I think that's Louis Clark from Northcliffe that ended up 4. Max Stern in 5. Paul Bourne was 6th overall. Sebastian, with that little bit of drama, 103. And unfortunately, Beres Sauvetage Cotier, that is Cordoba, disqualified there. But lane 3, what a start.
So that was Arnold Cordoba, right?
Yes.
Solid, strong the whole way through. And then the kiss of death. We haven't had too many of that. That might be the first one you've done.
Thanks, Harold.
That we've done.
I feel really good about myself at the moment. Oh, but what a race just to be, oh my gosh, nearly at the same time as well. What an incredible performance, but it's Yannis Muller from Gütersloh, 52.41, Julian Rober, 52.75, Paul Wohlers, 52.84. Louis Clark is 4th for the team from Northcliffe, 53.17. That was the B final. Yannis Muller, what a race, 52.34. You've got to be happy with that, and unfortunately the 1 DQ in the mix as well. There we go. We're on the right race now. 52.34. Yannis from Gütersloh. They'll be happy with that race, and they will love those points as well, as will Hallie Salkris. Lane 2nd overall was Paul Wohlers. But if you liked that, Harold, A final is coming up next. This is the big one. Lots riding on this race. And again, we think about what do our athletes have left in the tank. It is getting a little sunnier out there. The weather is coming into play, but here we have the first of our Rane Rossians in the mix, making their way out on pool deck. Do you want to run us through that start list?
Andrea Vivalda there from Rane Rosso. Next to him in lane 2 is going to be Fergus 83, Chris Dawson also from Northcliffe, Fabio Pizzotti and Jake Smith in 4 and 5, your 2 fastest qualifiers. Tom Duraga from Rane Rosso there as well. And then we've got David Vivalda from Centuro Nuoto Michelino from Italy. And then Max Ulrich on the screen earlier, solid black cap from Luckenwald.
As we see, the men make their way out. And this is the last individual race of the Open Interclub Championships for this world titles here on the Gold Coast. Coming to an end, Harold. After this, we've only got the mixed lifesaver relay. We will have a short break after this race because we will do medal presentations for those earlier races, the 50 carry and the 4x25 manikin carry relay. But what an incredible group of men we have assembled here. Many of these racing for their national teams. Fergus Eady and Chris Dawson for New Zealand. Fabio Pizzotti, we saw him in action. Tom Duraga, he was in there for France. Jake Smith raced for Australia. But I would love to see Maximilian Ulrich from Luckenwald. He is in lane 8, the bottom of your screen as they head out. Once they hit the water, we'd love to see him come through. It was tight just qualifying for this race, Harold.
Yeah, I was going to say that. So in such a technical event, fins on, getting the whole way through that 50 metres, getting The clip on, perfect. There was only less than 2 seconds between 1 and number 8.
Yeah, incredible, incredible racing. And as we have seen, the pressure is on. This is where they leave it all out there. Speed is of the essence. They've done so many of these races in training. They've put 2 years of hard work in since the last time we ran the World Championships. But honestly, the last time that we ran an Interclub Championships was way back in 2018. COVID, of course, interrupted everyone's plans in 2020, 2022 in Italy. We just had a reduced program with the National Championships, but now we are back. The whole world has arrived here to the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre. It looks like we are getting ready for a start. The big one up next, Andre Vivalda in lane number 1 and 8. Do you reckon he's saying, hey, do I have a handler? Has my person arrived? Please make sure we're there. But we can see Fergus Eadie already up on his blocks. He is keen for this last individual race to be done, as is that man, Australian captain Jake Smith. Does he have 2 more laps in him? I was nervous for him in the heats earlier today, just getting that mannequin ready, but no dramas at all. Fergus Eadie, he is ready, up on the block saying, let's go, boys. I've got a big race in me.
Such a statue of a man, but the thing I loved more than anything was seeing how composed Jake Smith was. The 2022 had some issues with the clip up there. Time was null and void. Doesn't matter. It was way outside. He's here. He's ready to play. Jake Smith in 5. Fabio Pizzotti there in 4. Chris Dawson, he's got something left in the tank there as well. Needs to be perfect. Starter's hands, ready to go.
And we are away. Hot tip for me in lane 6, Tom Duriga from Rane Rossi. He's in 6. He was actually 3rd at the national teams competition. So going on that form guide, I want to see lane 6 come through here. So many races. And then we see, again, more and more different techniques coming through, but middle of the screen, Jake Smith's in there. Have a look at that, 18.58 on the touch. Get that clip on, go, 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 but it is anyone's race. Lane 6 is looking good, lane 6, Fabian, but have a look at Maximilian Ulrich in lane 8 from Germany. We're looking at the boys. They're looking at each other as they come down the pool. I want to say lane 6 or lane 5, 4, 3 could be in this one.
Name all of them. Fabio Pizzotti in 4. Chris Dawson holding on for dear life. Late move from lane 6. But Fabio Pizzotti, it's his race at the moment. 5 metres to go. He's going to touch on the wall first and watch the time. 44.
No,
49. 49. Sorry.
49. What a swim. Oh, he looks pretty pumped with that one, as well he should. Fabio Pizzotti, 49.49. The only sub 50 swim in the mix there. Second was... who was second? Chris Dawson came through, 50.05. Oh, we've got to try and have a chat to him at the end. Chris Dawson, 50.05. What a swim. And third is going to be Tom Duriga from France, 50.33. We have seen one disqualification in the mix there from David from Italy. That is a tough one right there. But Fabio Pizzotti, best of the heats, best of the finals. These boys are absolutely wrecked.
And the cream rises to the top when we get to the end. A solid clip on from Fabio Pizzotti and just a little bit too much pace on that back end with the fins on.
That's when he realised he won a world title.
The last individual gold medal, and look how much that meant to him. Left everything in the pool, last individual event. Oh, Jen.
So good.
Go and have a chat to him.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Sorry. I have another job to do.
It's all our jobs. So Fabio Pizzotti, 49.49. Easy time to remember. Solid time. 2 seconds faster than the winning time at the last World Championships. We saw last week at the international results, a 47.68 was that winning time. 48.44 in second place. But again, just that attrition of the body. 9 days of straight racing for most of these athletes. A 49.49. Going home. Gold medal to the Italian Fabio Pizzotti. That is magnifico. Solid effort there. Second place, Chris Dawson from the Northcliffe Club, taking home a silver medal. Individual podium for him in the 50.005. And then Tom Duriga from France getting through to that final last position there from the Ryan Russo Club. 50.33. So that rounds out our last podium individual event for the 2024 Lifesaving World Championships here at the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre. Unbelievable scenes. We'll be having a short break, and then we're back into the last two events, but we're going to get down to the beach shortly because Jan is down there with our gold medalist and all-round legend. Jan, who have you got down there? Is it the Mr. Fabio Pizzotti, world champion?
I'm down here on pool deck, your new world champion. Too good in the heats, even better now in the finals. He's absolutely cooked. What a race.
I'm very happy this for race, and I
Just speak Italian.
sono contentissimo, non mi aspettavo questo tempo e speriamo che ci rivedremo presto, magari al World Games. Grazie a tutti.
Congratulations and a huge, we'll get your photo before you go. The world champion, good work team.
Solid work on the pool deck there. Fabio Pizzotti full of all the emotions, and that is it for the moment. That was unbelievable. A little bit of a break on the pool deck because we are going to get to some presentations, but a 49-49, Jen, that was swift.
Absolutely. I was talking to one of our photographers, Beth, out on pool deck now, and she's like, oh, he's given me nothing. He looks so calm and composed. I was like, they're exhausted. They are absolutely done. But to see another sub-50 swim here in the final, so exciting. And I love that they're already thinking about what comes next, World Games. World Games is the big qualification one for the national team. So 2025, that's going to be one of the big races. Expect that man to feature.
Feature he will. That is unbelievable. I was just talking to myself earlier. 9 days of straight effort to punch out a 49-49.
Phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Wonderful to have this crew here. And we can see some lovely replays coming through from the heats earlier today. Fantastic swimming. Great racing. The 50 carry, the 4x25, and now the 100 tow. Have a look at these finishes on the wall. Fergus Eadie, is there anything that he cannot do? The big flex, the big claim, that is what we want. And then we went through to the 4x25 manikin relays. Love these changeovers. The girls doing an incredible job, and this is where we love seeing the innovation continue to come through in our sport. How good were they? Clifton Beach and Sunshine Coast Grammar Pool Life-Saving Team, incredible job, fantastic skills. This is what we love.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are going to get so much out of this footage that we've had for the Life-Saving World title. So we've got 6 days of full competition action of the Opens of the best of the best. We can see everything underwater, even just the starting. We've seen a couple of different techniques, the reverse backhand, trying to get it on the hip. Again, efficiency is key because it needs to be streamlined through the water.
Yep, so good to see. And again, I think of all the interviews and the conversations we've had with so many people from so many different clubs and countries represented here. But Rane Rossi, the undisputed champions, you've got to think they have locked up this pool point score by now. Just so good. Their men and their women, so strong. Individual successful teams, world championships everywhere. High fives all around. They should be happy with those results. But what an afternoon of just incredible racing we have been treated to here. Fantastic racing, Harold. And there is still one big race to come. The Mixed Lifesaver Relay is how we will close out this afternoon's program. That is the final event of the day. We do have some medal presentations coming up next, though.
Medal presentations coming up next. Like you said, the Mixed Lifesaver Relay. 2 gentlemen.
2 women.
2 women.
And again, it's up to each of the clubs to decide where they will place their swimmers. Whatever combination works best for you, whatever combination works best for your team, that is the decision that you should make. We'll have B and A finals for both of those coming up next, but we just get to rewatch some of these incredible performances for the 4x25 mannequin relay.
The 4x25 was insane to watch the Italians.
So good, right? I think Harold and I spent a lot of our time just staring at the screen, pointing out things to each other and saying, how do they keep doing this? How do they just keep on getting better? Those skills, just phenomenal. And as we look ahead to the World Life-Saving Program, we've got German Cups, we've got Orange Cups to close out this year, the World Games in China next year as well, run by the IOC. It's essentially the Olympics for non-Olympic sports, so Life-Saving has been a long-time participant in that event.
Yeah, my highlight of the afternoon is definitely the Spanish, the Club Deportivo, Natacion. 106.31.
But just to see them hold their nerve, they were great in the heats. They came through in the finals, and they just look so satisfied to have said, you know, we came to Worlds, we had a dream, we had a goal, we worked really hard, and we made it happen. And this was Pippa Nichols' race. How good is she? I think she's been one of our not a surprise, but she's been one of the finds of the Interclub Championships.
Yeah, building through, touching there, like we said, she did the 5th fastest time of the afternoon.
And this was
fastest.
Oh, and how great was this? I love your chat with Zoe Crawford at the end of this race, just really starting to fatigue, but she still had one epic race in her. I love watching the back end of her races. She is just phenomenal. You do not want to be next to her at the end of a 100 tow or a 100 carry, because she'll get you every single time. I know.
Strong.
So good. So good. Look at that finish. And this is the race that we just saw now, the 100 tow with fins for the men. Quite a dramatic B final. A few mannequins left to make their own way home, unfortunately. Big finish, though, to that heats package, and that's what we love to see. A few struggles here, but we were away.
Yeah, that was so fast there, lane 3. And this is where you said, unbelievable, the head just poked under. Race over there,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Oh, head in the hands. And there's not a lot you can do at that stage, Harold. It's not as though you can just swim through easily. It's like your race is over, it's done. And we'll see lane 7 as well had that similar time past the 10-metre mark. The mannequin flips around. That was really, really tough to watch. But it was a fantastic finish there. The German touches the wall from Gütersloh. Love that. And the big one that we just saw now, this was a fantastic race. This is what we wanted to see. This is what we were here for. Missing, of course, the world record holder, Harrison Hines from Australia, now racing for Trigg Island. But Harold, big finish. Jake Smith, the legs just gave out. But Chris Dawson on the podium again. That man does nothing but score points for New Zealand, score points for Northcliffe now. I just want to wrap him in bubble wrap at the end of today and say, you have done everything that we have asked of you. We are so thankful. But how good was that finish, Fabio? Too good. Too big, too strong.
Too big, too strong. We're going to take a short break. We're going to leave you with some action on the beach. We'll be back. I've got no idea. We're going to take a short break, Jen, because it is heating up a little bit later on. 2 more races to go. We're going to leave you in the hands of some fresh legs on the sand.
In the female 50-metre mannequin carry, as well as the 4x25 mannequin relay. We need all of you in the presentation area right now. This This is the final day of the competition, so I have been given permission to auction off any medals that don't get collected right now. It has been a very long tournament for some of these competitors, but we've only got a couple of medal presentations left, 1 or 2 more races, and we'll let you go home. But this is now the final call for everyone receiving medals. Please come to the presentation area. We're about to start these presentations immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the Life-Saving World Championship Interclub Open Female 50-metre Mannequin Carry. With medals being presented by Mr. Perry Smith, a Grand Knight in the Order of Life-Saving. In third place and receiving the bronze medal, representing Arane Rousseau, Magali Rousseau. In second place and receiving the silver medal from Tweed Heads and Coolangatta Surf Life-Saving Club, Mariah Jones. And a regular up here on the presentation dais from receiving the gold medal and your world champion from Hallis-Salchris, Lena Opperman. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate your life-saving world champions. Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the Life-Saving World Championship of the Interclub Open Male 50-metre Mannequin Carry, with medals being presented by Mr. Perry Smith, a Grand Knight in the Order of Life-Saving. In third place and receiving the bronze medal, representing Arane Rousseau, Simone Locke. In second place, receiving the silver medal, representing Trig Island, Jake Smith. In first place, receiving the gold medal and your world champion from Northcliffe Surf Life-Saving Club, Fergus Eadie. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating your world life-saving champions. Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the Life-Saving World Championship Interclub Open Female 4x25 metre Mannequin Relay. With medals being presented by Mr. Perry Smith, a Grand Knight in the Order of Life-Saving. In third place, receiving the bronze medal, representing the Currumbin Beach Viking Surf Life-Saving Club, the team of Julian, Jones, Pete and Bentley. And in second place, receiving the silver medal, representing Halle Salchrist in Germany, the team of Upperman, Lauwald, Silner and Zepp. And in first place, receiving the gold medal and your world champions, from Rane Rosseo in Italy, the team of Rousseau, Pirovano, Fabretti and Laurenti. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate your life-saving world champions. Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the Life-Saving World Championship Interclub Open Male 4x25 metre Mannequin Relay. With medals being presented by Mr. Perry Smith, a Grand Knight in the Order of Life-Saving. In third place, receiving the bronze medal, representing the Northcliffe Surf Life-Saving Club, the team of Clark, Armstrong, Dawson and Eadie. And in second place, receiving the silver medal, representing the club of Rane Rossel from Italy, the team of Locchi, Belloni, Ippolito and Mastrolini. And in first place, receiving the gold medal and your world champions, representing a Club Deportivo Natación Aldea from Spain, the team of Carrasco, Coronado, Velasco, and Sapuna Rosa. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating your life-saving world champions.
And we are back. There are only 2 races remaining at this Interclub Open Championships for the life-saving world champs here at the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre. We can see our athletes making their way down to the other end of the pool. The B final will be up first. In lane 1, we have from Germany, Gütersloh, Magdeburg is in 2. Half Moon Bay, the Aussies back in action in lane 3. Spain's Club Deportivo Natacional Daya is in for Langenberg. And it's the German club champs from here, Harold Langenberg, Bietigheim Bissingen, Nordstedt, and Raider Weidenbroek, 5, 6, 7, 8. And imagine what these athletes are feeling. It's been such an incredible build-up. 6 years since we held the last Interclub World Championships. They've done the training, they've put in the hard work, they've made the trek all the way to the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre, and now here we are, the final pool races for the Interclub Championships. We will be doing presentations after these events, not only for these team races that we're seeing on screen, but the overall point score. It is about to get real. 2 races left to go. Anticipation, excitement, a little bit of sadness in the air as well, Harold.
Yeah. I think I'm more on the sad at the moment because I've had an absolute ball. This is, again, such a privilege for us to be able to bring you these amazing races, share the stories of the athletes, the amazing times we've seen, world records, national records, personal best, you name it, we've done it. Second last race, a little bit of a German Interclub challenge here.
Do love that. Yes, I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 8.
That's 75%.
That's maths. There we go. But Spanish team still the fastest qualifiers there. Still thinking about the Spanish club that won that men's 4x25. That was one of my races of the day, I want to say, Harold. We haven't seen too many Spanish victories. Of course, the youth national team, those girls won the board rescue very early on in the competition. We've seen some incredible performances in the men getting it done here. Club Deportivo Natación Aldaya, the champions of the world in the 4x25 Interclub Championships. But here we go, Nordstedt in the mix. They are going to be in lane 7, so towards the bottom of your screen. And we can see lots of bodies on screen at the moment. A space at an absolute premium because both second and fourth swimmers in this event have to have their fins on, ready to go.
2 men on the blocks. The ladies are ready to get through. So 6, 7, 3. Three
men. Again, the mixed lifesaver relay, if you haven't seen this one before, 2 men and 2 women, and they can put them wherever they like within this race. So it's a 50 free to start, just a normal straight, no fins, no tube, no gear, just heading down to that first 50. The second swimmer is 50 underwater. You can see the mannequins on the far left side of the screen underwater already. The second swimmer will pick up that mannequin, bring it to the top of the screen, and then it is the 50 carry without fins. The big wah-wah, sad trombone noise on that one. But then they will swim that 50 metres without fins. Their fourth and final competitor will be waiting in the water, so an in-water start for that fourth competitor. Pass the mannequin, swim away, off you go, and hopefully glory awaits you at the end of the pool.
Glory is going to await everybody because we've had an unbelievable world titles the penultimate race here.
Just trying to think what the nerves are like down on the line, just knowing you have one more opportunity to swim and swim fast, not only for yourself but for your team in this race. And a bit of pressure on the boys lining up here, but what we do love about the mixed lifesaver relay is the different tactics. We've seen some incredible finishes over the years, men and women, in that final leg. It is all down to that touch on the wall. The Australians took out the National Championship 2 years ago. Just thinking back to that one, it was a fantastic race. But high degree of difficulty also means high likelihood of disqualifications, Harold. We did see some of our teams, a little bit of disappointment for them this morning, not progressing through to the A or B finals due to disqualification. But have a look at the start from Nordstedt. That is what we want to see. Lane 7, that pink cap out very, very early. Hoping this tactic pays off for them, but for right now, absolutely the best decision for them. Nordstedt in lane 7, too big, too strong. Lane 1, Gütersloh also looking very, very good. I love this catch me if you can approach.
Unbelievable work there.
24.81.
That is swift, but again, strength of the 4 athletes you've got left. 2 men, 2 women, and then looks like we've got a bit of fin action from one of the boys there. So Nordstedt looks like they're going man-man to start off with. They're tagging really, really early, and they're away.
They are sending one of their ladies for the 50 carry, no fins. The strength of their women's team are just so good. And again, out early. Look how great she carries. No wonder she's the 3rd swimmer here for Nordstedt. That is fantastic. Half Moon Bay, I'd say that's Luke Linehan in 3 from Half Moon Bay. That is the navy and red quartered cap, looking very, very strong in 3. But this is where we see the strength of our international friends in the middle of the pool. Spain and Italy and Germany coming through here. What a race. They are nearly all level. And in lane 8, Rada Vadenbroek. Oh, we could see a late challenge from lane 8, but for the Spaniards, here they are.
It's not late because they're there right now. This is on the changeover, touching the wall. Mannequin over to their best mate, hanging out on the line, and the fins are now in the water. And it looks like, Jen, we've got lane 4 leading us out. The Italians.
Yep, fastest qualifiers for this B final for a reason. They've got a fantastic lead. Look at that big arm come over. But lane 5, Langenberg, not out of this just yet. Lane 5, Langenberg really want to push in from Half Moon Bay, from Beetham Bissingen. They are entering the conversation as well. Oh my gosh, we've had a bolter. How good is that? Lane 8 comes through. Rada Vadenbroek. What a swim, what a finish, what a team. The only sub 2-minute swim in that B final, 1:58.79, 1:58.79 from Raider Vadenbroek. What a swim, Harold. I did not see them power through in that fourth and final leg.
1:58.79. That time would have qualified them for the A final, but they've come through and absolutely dominated those last two ends to get them through.
Yeah, absolutely. The killer bees coming through. That is Leah Sophie Schonrock, Anna Hoschler, Jonas von Vern, Henrik Rape as well. What a swim. 4 incredible athletes combining there to make an even better team. 1:58.95. They take out the B final.
2:07 for their qualifier.
2:07 to 1:58 high.
Oh, yeah.
That is ridiculous. My gosh, and this is where we saw them fly lane 8, and on the finish they come through. Leah, Anna, Jonas and Henrik, what a swim. That is phenomenal, and I know you were a little bit sad before, Harold. Hold me now, because the last race is about to line up. They are coming out as our B final clear the pool. We are ready for the A final, the big finale right now. This is going to be fantastic, and the big question, can anyone touch Rane Rossi from here?
Yes. Yes.
I love the confidence. This is what we want to hear.
I'm thinking of an upset here. They went out so hard, 3 seconds faster qualifying than any other team.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there might have been a little bit of foxing from the other teams because it was a solid back-to-back. So there wasn't too much of a rest for these athletes, especially the men had to back up from the previous race. But what is going to transpire? A 1:48 is what they had.
Mm-hmm.
And then, 2 through 6, a couple of seconds behind. Nothing in it, Jen.
Yeah, even if we do see a bolter in this one, I want to say between Northcliffe, Currumbin, Halle Salcross, Lukenwald, Maroochydore, Dordrecht, Reddings Brigade and Sunshine Coast Grammar Pool Lifesaving Team, they did say, watch out for us.
Big
A
ups.
final, we are here. Sunshine Coast Grammar Pool Lifesaving Team, they are ready to play. They're ready for a big race. We can see them up on screen right now. Gabanzo, Dale, Zahn and Miller. They've saved the best for last. They're ready for the big A final. Here we go.
And while we're on that team, solid energy from Jess Marie Garbanzo. Always a shining light there.
Absolutely. Doesn't mind a bit of four-square handball as well. And as we get ready to bring our athletes back out onto screen, so Italians, there we see Sunshine Coast Lifesaving again. Corbinzan looking up pretty professional. And again, a big shout out to that team. They actually won the very first event of this championships, the Circa. Big gold medal for them, a third big gold medal in that event for Ryan Chapman. Congratulations to him. In the blue caps there, Dordrecht Reddings Brigade from the Netherlands, Maroochydore, the Black Swans, they will be in lane 7. Those blue jackets, that is the new kit for the World Champs. I think what I do love about Worlds is all the good team gear. Lukenwald on screen, so good, so strong. Halle Salcross, they could be in the medals. Halle Salcross, the white caps from Germany, expecting big things from them. Currumbin Vikings, that's Callum Brennan on screen with Chelsea Jones. She'll be leading out for the Vikings on the Gold Coast, just down the road from where we are right now. Here we go, the team from Northcliffe. What have they got left? Both of those competitors on screen already have a huge workload under their belt, but this is who we're watching. This is who we're excited about. Rane Rossi, they will lead with the big man, Ippolito. Incredible across the start. I love the way they just lead from the front. This is going to be a great race, Harold. I feel as though we are ending on the absolutely perfect note. We had a lot of drama late yesterday afternoon, finishing with that men's 4x50 medley relay. But for now, the mixed lifesaver relay, last one, fast one.
No drama is coming. This is going to be pure execution. Last race of the 2024 Lifesaving World Championships, Dan.
As Harold takes a knee, he's getting ready for a big one here. Rane Rossi in lane 4. That is Molly Shivden, who will lead out for Northcliffe, and we are away. The final race of the Interclub Championships, and a fast start there. The team from Halle Salcross, fantastic swimming. That's what we want to see in lane 6. But leading from the start, the team of Rane Rossi, front-loading the speed here with Ippolito. He has done so much. He has won so much as well, but lane 1, Netherlands, Dordrecht, Reddings Brigade, they would love to be on the podium here, but the first teams are away. What a swim, 23.62 on the split.
Get out of town. So now ladies in the water for every single club out there. driving the hips. This is their last effort through there. We're going to see some low 21 marks through here. Who's going to touch in first? Rene Russo holding on, but look at this coming through.
This is what we want. Northcliffe in the mix. Hallie Salcris, Maroochydore closest to us. They surface the mannequins. They are away. We have got a race on our hands. This is what we wanted to see. Lane 4 is Italy. Rene Rosso, the Northcliffe crew next to them as well. And it is all coming down to this final changeover, the final touch as well. Now, Rene Rossi, they will end with a female competitor. One of their girls is bringing it home. I think that they will be up against one of the big men from Northcliffe. Will the strategy pay off? Will the tactics come through? We have a race in 2 and a battle for 3 and 4. The boys giving it absolutely everything. They are spent. They are done. The final change. Who's got the legs? Who wants it more from here?
Lockjee and Fergus, Edie, and that third changeover. Unbelievable. But here we go. Look at this from Northcliffe. Can they hold on to that lead? Fabrizio Lucretti, her last effort, but it's going to be
Chris Dawson coming home for the team. So good. He has been the absolute engine room for the Blackfins. He repeats those performances now, coming in for a big finish. Chris Dawson, I should say Northcliffe, because that was a team effort. What a swim, 1:45.34. Now that is significantly faster than what they put down in those heats. What a performance from the team. That is ridiculous. That is what we wanted to see. They went, I'm going to check that heat time, 1:51 in the heats. 1:45 in the final. My gosh, Northcliffe. The strategy, the tactics, the confidence and the belief paid off. They are now the world champions.
So Rene Russo with the second place and in the bronze medal position with the 1:49.71. Hallie Salcris.
How good is that?
That's fantastic.
Coming through for the big bronze. But Northcliffe, too big, too strong. And is this the start of something very special? They're about to head to the ocean. Make sure you say hello to Chris Dawson, because I want to know more from him. We haven't had too many opportunities to have a chat.
I'm just going to talk to him. That's it.
We want nothing but Chris Dawson. What an absolute superstar. He has done too much. We see the fists go up. The goggle tans are deep after this many days of competition. Yes, a lot of support in the crowd for that man, Chris Dawson. The entire team from BMD Northcliffe. What an incredible result. What a finish. That is what we wanted to see. Fantastic work. Looking at that final result, here we go. We've seen Fergus Eadie, Molly Shivnan, that would have been Zoe Crawford, and then Chris Dawson bringing it home. What a race. What a finish. I tell you what, they would not have anything left in the tank right now. They have done everything. Too big, too strong. The girls embrace as well. They were just so happy that this race is over. What a swim. What a performance. What a championships and what a world title. Just seeing the athletes happy to be done. No one's in a rush to get out of the pool after this one. I'd say a lot of those warm downs that they would normally jump into the diving pool or the warm-up, warm-down pool for, they would now be saying, yeah, we are done. I'm just going to stay here. Someone please get me out of the pool. I'm finished. Hey, Fergus. Yay, lovely to see you again. Big congrats. What a championships he has had. The new world record holder in multiple events now. What an absolute superstar. And that wraps up. Apart from some medal presentations and one more interview that we will bring you for the team of Northcliffe, what a day we have had here. The 50 carries to start us off. Some phenomenal performances there. Congratulations to our winners. The 100 toe, the 4x25, and now the mixed lifesaver relay to close things out. And there we go. The official results come through. Looks like we unfortunately have had one disqualification in the mix there as well. But it was Northcliffe, Rene Rossi, Hallie Salcris just holding off Currumbin Beach. Not a lot in that one, 0.21 of a second. The Black Swans from Maroochydore in 5. Sunshine Coast Grammar come through, picking up some great points there, a time of 1:58. And the Dutch in 7th there. What a race, what a finish, and what a way to end this Open Interclub Championships. An incredible result, but no doubting our winners this afternoon. Northcliffe coming through a convincing win in the end, 1:45.3 to 1:48.46. I can hear Harold gathering the crew down there, herding the cats into this final interview. They've been so generous with their time. We do appreciate that so much. Harold is with our winners.
When we talk about a World Lifesaving Championships, the strength of a club, 2 men, 2 women, 6 seconds faster than we saw in the heat. And also, Jenny Parry was so pumped with that last effort. Seeing the old boy get in there, gold medal, what's going through your mind?
Well, we sort of had a great mentor, Kevy Morrison, got us around at the back and said, we got one more, empty the tank, you got nothing after this. We're a really, really strong pull unit, and we've done everything for the cliff this last couple of days. We've got 3 more to go, so we were just pumped, and, it was just pure adrenaline running the whole time.
So waiting in the water, watching Fergus just mow down that lead. Nerves, excitement, pressure, what was going through there?
We're going to be honest, probably excitement. We, a few days prior, we had probably a similar team and the exact same team for Nations, and Italy had a bit of a bigger lead than that and got very close. So Ferg, buddy, threw the mannequin on his back and had a real hot crack. I thought, okay, safe change. This will be all right. So.
And we opened up with, was it a 26 mid thereabouts? The Italians left out with the fastest man in the history of the world in that leg. There was a bit of a bow wave you were able to ride through. It's something you don't really see too often in the pool.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, there was a guy next to me, so I tried to get on that wash for as long as I could. I ended up getting hit a little bit in the last 25, but rode it for whatever I could.
It only ended up being probably 2.5 seconds thereabouts, and then the fin work on that second leg was absolutely insane.
Yeah, it was really good. I knew that I had to try to get as close as I could, especially with them having a male first, so just really pumped it to the mannequin. I knew we were pretty safe by the time Ferg got it.
That's it. Gold medal. Big shout out to everyone, the family at Northcliffe, family across the ditch. Any last words?
Up the cliff, up the cliff. Let's go.
Can we get like a group chee-hoo or something?
Oh, go Ferg.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. They have given it everything. What an incredible team. My apologies, I did call Zoe Crawford. It was Maddie Kidd. I never should have doubted her. What a finish. The Kiwis, too good last week, and Northcliffe too good this week. But Harold, the relief, the excitement, and the feeling of satisfaction in being world champions again. What an incredible day we've had, and these are the races that we love to see, and that is the friendships that are formed at a Lifesaving World Championships. Mariah and Undine, what an incredible performance. Fergus Eadie, so many gold medals, just picking up World Championships like anyone's business, and what a day we've had. Harold, this has been a blast.
Absolute blast. Was that enough, Chris Dawson, for you?
Thank you so much. I'm going to start a fan club pretty soon, but I don't think we can underestimate just how much he's done over the last few days. Clifton, now they've also just picked up some big wins down at the Ocean, so if you've enjoyed the coverage here, we're not done just yet, but the live stream is running for the Ocean competition. And for these incredible athletes who've done 3 big days here at the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre, they are heading to Kurrawa Beach next, the big 3 days. If you like seeing a bit of Northcliffe in action, expecting more of them very, very soon. What a race, what a performance as we wrap up. How we finished with Harold. What a day, what a championships. It is not over yet. The youth competitors will be coming down to the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre very, very soon. 3 big days of racing for them. But Harold, I think apart from Sorpresos, we are pretty much done.
Yeah, absolute pleasure. On behalf of Jen and myself, we'd love the last 3 days of competition, the best of the best in the world, and what finishing note there, Chris Dawson, the right smile, taking home the mixed medley relay.
Yeah, up the cliff, as they say. Fantastic performance. I think we need to sign off now, Harold. It's been a blast. We'll see you next time.